Did you know that Bitcoin, on average, has returned 671% per year? In fact, in 2024, it is predicted to touch a staggering $100,000 per coin, shocking even the most optimistic investors. This prediction made everyone wonder, is Bitcoin taking over Wall Street as well? What began as a niche digital experiment is now challenging the very foundations of traditional finance. So let us take a closer look at its journey from unknown to the leading. When Bitcoin, the first cryptocurrency, was created in 2009, it was mostly known among tech enthusiasts and a small group of investors for many years.
You confiscate a few $1 billion out of private bank accounts and you print a couple $1 trillion, and all of a sudden, you know what happens? People start to worry. So out of this worry, we have something called the Bitcoin.
In order to control the amount of Bitcoins that are released into the economy, the algorithm determines that there's only so many that are mined during a certain period of time. Currently, that is 25 Bitcoins are found about every 10 minutes or so.
However, as the years passed, its popularity began to grow. In 2017, Bitcoin hit $20,000 for the first time, capturing global attention.
Bitcoin was worth less than 1 cent, but it surged at a breakneck pace of more than 1,000% this year. Experts warn the frenzy is a financial bubble bound to burst. The question is, when?
This was a significant moment as people started to see Bitcoin as more than just a digital curiosity. This price surge was driven by growing interest from retail investors and the launch of Bitcoin futures by the Chicago Board Options Exchange, CBOE, and the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, CME. These futures allowed investors to bet on Bitcoin's future price, providing a way for Wall Street to get involved without actually holding the cryptocurrency.
Is Wall Street all out of love with crypto? Bitcoin fell almost 6% today and reports Goldman Sachs decided to break up. So does this all mean that Wall Street is over Bitcoin and are Bitcoin's best days behind it? Let's bring in the man who says the crypto universe could be worth $10 trillion, RBC analyst Mitch Steves.
By 2020, Bitcoin was steadily gaining ground. The COVID-19 pandemic played a big role, too.
Tonight, a crucial test in China's biggest cities that have been in virtual lockdown to keep the coronavirus from spreading.
Now, Australia's Prime Minister Scott Morrison has warned that the economic impact of COVID-19 could be worse than the 2008 global financial crisis.
COVID-19 is a global health crisis, but it also has very real and very significant economic impacts, potentially greater than the...
With economies suffering and traditional investments struggling, many people turn to Bitcoin as a safe haven. Major companies like Tesla and Square started buying Bitcoin, adding it to their balance sheets. This move was crucial because it showed that even big corporations were beginning to trust Bitcoin.
Bitcoin topping $48,000 overnight. That came, of course, after Elon Musk's Tesla said it was buying the cryptocurrency. The takeaway from Wall Street on all of this, I'm hearing that Tesla's move is likely to unlock some dormant Bitcoin demand from other companies.
But the show went on. In the start of 2021, the Wall Street Journal featured Bitcoin as the hot topic. Traditional financial institutions, which had once been doubtful of cryptocurrencies, began to take a closer look. Investment banks like JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs started offering Bitcoin-related products to their clients. Hedge funds, known for their aggressive investment strategies, also jumped on the bandwagon. This was a clear sign that Bitcoin was becoming mainstream, and it was not going to stop anytime soon. Next, the rise of Bitcoin ETFs, exchange-traded funds, took over. These ETFs allowed everyday investors to buy Bitcoin without having to deal with the complexities of cryptocurrency exchanges. This move made Bitcoin accessible to a broader audience, further solidifying its place in the financial world. By early 2022, the concept of Bitcoin as digital gold became widely accepted. People began to view Bitcoin as a store of value similar to gold. This shift in perception was vital. In 2023, Bitcoin's influence on Wall Street became even more evident, with major financial news outlets like Bloomberg and CNBC regularly covering Bitcoin-related stories. So eventually, the financial world had to adapt to this new reality, where digital assets like Bitcoin were an essential part of the investment landscape. Now let's get back to that one question we all have. Is Bitcoin really taking over Wall Street? While it might not have completely taken over, it has undoubtedly become a major force in the financial world. As we move forward, it will be fascinating to see how Bitcoin continues to shape the future of finance.